Oof! Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm JC.
Ashley.
We're J&E Eclectics. We are in the studio today, and we have a special treat for you. We were going to go through some of our negative reviews to see what we could have done better on those orders, or if it was just really picky customers, but we don't have any negative reviews. What? Just kidding. Well, we don't. We actually have only 5-star reviews, which is awesome. Thank you to all of our customers out there. So, what we're actually going to do is go through some other print shops' reviews and just give our honest feedback and see, you know, were there some Karens out there, or were these print shops slacking? Stick around, find out. Oh, we're about to find out. All right, so this first one comes from American Tees and a customer named Kevin. Kevin says, "Whoa, very rude. Just on the phone. Prices were decent, but I wouldn't go there even if it had a 50% off sale." 4 people liked that comment.
Whoa.
4 other people must have been heated just like Kevin and been like, yeah, you know what? Those are good prices. But I just got the phone, they're rude as heck. So that tells me something. If it was just his comment, Kevin, I might be like, you know what? Kevin might have got somebody on a bad day. Maybe Kevin's hard of hearing and they had to yell through the phone like, "How many shirts do you want?" So maybe Kevin took it the wrong way. I don't know. You know, you don't want to blame the customers. You want to listen to them. But 4 people smashed that like button.
Yep.
And on the other reviews right there, nobody else liked the other 4 and 5-star reviews. So they did have some good ones. All right. I want to give them credit. They had good ones. But we're focusing on these negative Nancy's here. Those 4 thumbs up on that comment kind of give me the impression of validation that, yeah, they've been rude to a few people. What do you think?
I could see a different way.
Yeah,
I could see it where Kevin wasn't happy for whatever reason, and Kevin got
4 of his friends,
pops and moms, and you know, buddy number 1 and buddy number 2
Okay.
to up it. But I would give good benefit of doubt. Honestly, I would kind of like, hey, yo, Kevin, like, what happened? What's up?
Yeah.
You know, who attended Kevin?
Yeah,
You know,
who was it?
JC on a bad day?
So wait.
Man,
Me on a bad day. Hey, if the day ends in Y, I'm having a bad day. All right. So you are taking that with a grain of salt then.
I'll take it.
All right. Here's my feedback then. All right. So I'm looking at that review and I'm thinking somebody probably was rude. Somebody probably needs to watch the video we put out on either the worst customers video, check it out, or tips to get your order taken seriously and accepted quickly if you're the customer, and tips if you're the shop to get exactly what you need right away from your customer or potential customer. I bet it was a situation like that where Kevin probably had 50, 60 different questions and didn't know exactly what they wanted, and the shop might have just been like, hey, look, man, if you are serious about ordering, here's what you got to do. Kevin might not have liked that. He's like, well, yeah, your prices are cheap, but you couldn't help me. You couldn't tell me for sure if that picture I took of my computer through my phone, everyone does that. You didn't tell me if you could print that. Maybe it was something like that. It also was 5 years ago.
Yep.
This guy doesn't have many reviews. I think 8 in total or so, and around a 4.1% average. I take it a little more. If you only have 8, and that first review or that bad 1-star review is 5 years ago, are you even still in business? Like, 8 reviews only? Now, to be fair, on our Google, I don't think anyone has given us a review.
So are you still in business?
Yeah, we just don't ask people to review us on Google, which maybe we should. We ended up trying to get all our feedback through Etsy, for example, and they're all 5-star reviews, which is awesome. But, you know, maybe this guy learned since then, because some of the better reviews of the 8.
Now let me ask you. This is your business here right now.
Mm-hmm.
This wasn't 5 years ago. This was a week ago, and Kevin left this review for you, for your business.
I'm calling Kevin.
You calling Kevin?
Yeah, I had someone leave us a 3 or 2-star review on Etsy, and I know. Let me explain. I know I just told you we only have 5-star reviews. I immediately messaged that customer, and not like, "What the heck, man? Why are you leaving this terrible review? I'm trying to feed my kids." No, I reached out and was like, "Oh wow, I'm sorry to hear that your order came in and wasn't satisfactory. Was there anything specific or anything in particular that kept you from giving us 5-star review? And is there anything I could do to make it up? And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. You're the t-shirt guy. I thought I was leaving a review for the poster I ordered. And I was like, woo, wasn't us. Might have been this guy. Might have been somebody else. But in that instance, and your question, that's what I would have done here. I would have reached out to Kevin right away, or had somebody that worked, for J&E Eclectics reach out, maybe customer support, and be like, hey, Kevin, notice you left an unsatisfactory review. We would love to figure out what went wrong, what we did wrong, and how we could be better. Because that's the main thing. It's okay to have slip-ups and failures and mishaps if you're learning from them and trying to get better. So it does seem like the later reviews got better than 1 star. Hopefully, though, they reached out and were able to fix the situation with Kevin. All right, Printosaurus, you are up. You're in the hot seat right now here at the J&E Eclectic Studio. Printosaurus with a 3.8. They got 14 reviews. They got a 3.8 average. And they got 2 for us here. We're going to start with this first one from customer Nikki. Nikki says, ordered an item 3 months ago and still have not received it. They don't answer emails or return phone calls. Very disappointing, especially when I have customers waiting on items. Whoa, Nikki, there's a lot to unfold in that. It sounded like Printosaurus was doing some print on demand, or not so on demand. Nikki might have ordered some items for her customers and never got them. Sounds like Nikki
3 months
overpromised and under-delivered, but so did Printosaurus. So 3 months, wow. I would say if you're barely leaving the review at this point, you are at an all-time high of heated, right? Because most people know that most people only leave bad reviews. You don't get every 5-star customer or experience to leave a review because they didn't have anything negative lagging, right? We'll talk about that in another video on how to get those 5-star reviews, right? But Nikki waited 3 months to leave this review. That means 3 months of the phone calls unanswered, the emails unanswered. Yep. I want to get to the silver lining here, Printosaurus, but you definitely dropped the ball. If none of the ways your customer is trying to reach out to you, they're not getting feedback on. I had a customer reach out to me and tell me their item was never delivered. I gave them an immediate refund, but I also investigated it. You can do this, guys. You can reach out to USPS or UPS, and you can investigate if, it's like package theft. Sometimes people get orders and say they didn't. But in this situation, their address was funky and it got delivered to their neighbor. I let them know that, but I'm not going to be like, hey, it's your job to walk next door and knock on the door. It's a wash. Whoever delivered the package made a mistake, gave them a refund, and still printed the shirt and sent it back out to the customer. Did have another customer hit us up, though. Hey, didn't get my order. And while I'm going through what seemed like a make-believe, like, oh, there's no way this happened, the order got returned to the post office. So I did see in the details that the package was lost, then was returned to the post office. And I'm chatting with the customer, telling them, I'm so sorry, here's what I can do about it. They didn't want a refund. They needed that shirt. They were going to use it to wear to a party, or maybe it was a gift for a party, I don't remember. But they were upset that they didn't have the shirt and they needed it still, so they didn't want a refund. I refunded them anyway. As I'm typing to them what happened, like, hey, maybe, they had the wrong address. They typed 1 digit wrong on their address when they checked out. And that's what happened. So the post office, the package had been returned to the post office. I'm telling them that, and they're like, there's no way that's possible. But I showed them, here's your receipt, the instructions that I got when you got the order. And they're like, oh no, wrong address. As I'm chatting with the customer, I get package drop at the door. And I'm like, woohoo, new Amazon package. Open the door, it's their shirt. It was returned all the way back to us, and I'm like, you're not going to believe this. It's going to sound like I never sent you your order, but I promise. And I held it up, and it's got all like the scratches and marks off that, post office did. And I send them the picture, and I'm like, it just got sent back to me. I'll reprint your label. I'll resend the shirt out, expedite it, whatever, and get you that refund. So I did at least make that one order better, but 3 months of no phone call, no email, I don't even think, I think that's pretty cut and dry.
Yep.
Let's go to David. David was the other 1-star review. Customer David said, okay. We're going to bleep this part out. I don't mind saying customer David, but he did name drop, looks like an employee. And I don't want to name drop the employee. We'll call him Tim. It's not Tim. It's Timothy. No. So customer David said, Tim has a screw loose. Total bait and switch on our invoice. Screwed us over with only days before we needed our promotional items. Take your work elsewhere. Don't put yourself in a game over situation like we did. Just like you did to another customer, it looks like. Wow, again, these comments, these reviews are loaded. Let's unfold that real quick. Not only did David get fed up and name drop somebody at the shop, and then, imply pretty clearly that they have some mental issues, a screw loose. That is David's medical opinion. Total bait and switch on our invoice. That's shady. Mm-hmm. If you tell a customer you're getting 10 shirts and they're $16 a piece, that's a $160 order. Maybe there's a processing fee or a design fee, say $25. That's a $185 order. And then maybe you charge shipping, let's say $5, so I don't have to do too much math, right? Now you're a $190 order. But if you bait and switch either the price or the item, you send them 5 shirts versus 10, woo! Mm-hmm. You're losing a customer and you deserve that 1-star review. Don't do it. Now, that brings me to a mistake I made once in our shop early on. Printed out, I think, 10 or 11 shirts, all single orders. Mixed up one of them. I didn't send 2 wrong orders to 2 customers. I printed 2 items, or 1 item twice rather. So I was 1 order off and I sent the wrong shirt to a customer. And he was like, hey, this shirt's nice, but not what I ordered. And I'm like, oh, wow, my bad. How is that possible? And then that's when you get workflow and you start figuring out. So that was pretty early on. I was pretty embarrassed. Told him, keep the shirt. Don't send it back. That's a gift for you for the inconvenience. And then I expedited the right shirt. That was a fun headache. However, I did not be like, no, man, that's what you ordered. I didn't bait and switch that invoice. That's just unethical. You're asking to lose customers, man. That's no bueno. I think those are pretty cut and dry.
Yep.
Those are 2 seemingly well-deserved 1-star reviews. All right. So we're going to move on to the next. Okay, who's in the hot seat now? DTG Printer Parts. Ooh, 4 stars, 8 reviews. Okay, 4 stars is not bad. Only 8 reviews, and from what I can see,
at least 2 1-stars.
At least 2 1-stars. I don't know if this algorithm did the math correctly, but every other review must be 6 stars to have a 4-star. Okay, let's check it out. So, customer Gabriel. This company just took our money and never sent our products. Poor service. Shame to be an American company. Whoa! You shamed our whole country.
Wait, and a response from the customer.
There's a response. Hold on. Hold on, wait.
Get back to you.
They shamed America, and 3 people thumbs this up. I think the print shop they responded here, and that's what you got to do to these, especially if you don't want other customers seeing these negative. You got to respond. Get your side out. What happened? You're such a liar. And if you want, we will post your tracking number. All right, couple things here to unfold with that. Just because you have a tracking number does not mean you have a package coming. If you get an order from J&E Eclectics, you should, if you order through our website, you'll get a text message letting you know your package is on the way. You will get an updated order with a tracking number, and if we just printed your order, just slap the label on the package, you'll get all that update. But if you open your tracking number, it's going to say what? Package is ready, post office is waiting.
Yep.
Because it's in our hands. Just because there's an official tracking number and I paid for that label doesn't mean it's in the mail yet. You want to make sure it says that the tracking order or your order has actually been processed or is in transit. That means they've got it, it's on its way to you, not tracking number is printed. You could actually see that the only step that's been taken is label printed. It'll say that, shipping label printed. Well, that doesn't mean anything. So just because they can post a tracking number, and I guess I'm playing devil's advocate for the customer Gabriel there, it doesn't necessarily mean they actually sent that item. And in our examples that we've already given in this video, we've actually sent the customers the order and they didn't get it. So even having a tracking number and a package sent, accidents happen. Post office loses stuff. The post office lost a package here on a day they were closed and then told me people break into those blue mailboxes and steal packages. You're better off just coming in and setting it on our desk.
And what happened? And that very next day,
They found the package and sent it
tracking
to the
was
customer.
updated and sent it to the customer.
So we told the customer, hey, I know that you paid for expedited shipping, not first class or priority, like an extra $35 or $40 to get that item sent quickly for a birthday party. That was a 1-year-old birthday party, remember? And we had to apologize. I was ready to refund the whole order and tell them I'm so sorry. We'll redo everything. We had made some custom onesies. And I showed them the proof that it was updated as lost or stolen. And then the next day, it gets updated. The post office found it. They probably had it tucked away in the corner of their truck. Who knows what happened? They deliver it to the customer anyway, after we were like, oh yeah, sorry. So then we felt really dumb because we feel like they lost something. We apologized for it, tried to make it right. But thankfully, this customer was like, oh hey, I got it. How weird, didn't you say it was stolen? Well, yeah, that's what the post office told us. So then it kind of makes you look dumb, like, did you just send the package late? Well, no. They told us it was stolen. Anyway.
There's actually another piece we want to touch on before the line part, is the response from the owners and how it was formatted. Does not matter how the customer comes off.
You don't attack your customer.
You do not attack your customer, even if they are wrong.
Yeah, and you've heard me say that specifically, that in most businesses, especially fast food and service industries, the customer is always right. Not always in customer apparel. And what I mean when I say that is they don't always know exactly what they want. They may be like, oh, can you sublimate this white cotton shirt? Well, it's not for sublimation. But they may demand a white cotton shirt. Well, the customer's wrong. You should educate them. You don't want sublimation on a white cotton shirt. Not going to turn out very good, right? You got to be an advocate for your customers there. Now, you don't want to attack your customers because you may think you're trying to invalidate their argument or their complaint or their gripe, but what you're really doing is showing all the other customers and potential customers who they may be doing business with. Someone who's vindictive and petty. And those are not really good traits if you're trying to earn trust and validate your business. You start attacking customers like that. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're at the print shop and someone does you dirty with a BS 1-star review, respond and say, oh, I'm sorry you feel your order went this way. We have your tracking number here. I'm not sure what went wrong. Reach out to support at jneeclectics.com and we'll see what we can do to make this right. So now you're publicly telling them and everyone looking, hey, if we screwed up and got this 1-star review, please let us know how. Give us the opportunity to fix it. But also, who do I got to fire in my shop? What happened? But I'm not going to attack that customer. As much as it's going to hurt you, and starting a business is difficult. 1-star reviews that could set you back. That could definitely set you. People may not buy from you because they see that. People will definitely not buy from you when they see you attacking your customers, though. And that did have 3 likes. And even though the owner responded, there's another 1-star review below it from Yvette that also has 3 likes. And we're going to jump into this one. Very disappointing with this company. Spent over $800 on products, and it has been 1 week. My shipment is still not here. Spoke with a representative. Said he would email me a tracking number. #lies. Overpaid on my shipping for next day, and nothing. Do not trust this company. They are only 3 hours away from me. Products should have been here next day. Today is the 6th day, and all I got was a BS excuse. All right. 6 days can seem long, but I don't know if that's a realistic turnaround for whatever that order might have been. Now, the company is Printer Parts.
So I'm assuming it was parts.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's parts they need for their machine, because maybe they're the print shop. Let's see. Yeah, very disappointing. In that case, Yvette, I will apologize. My brain automatically goes to custom orders, hats, shirts, apparel, that kind of thing. If you were waiting on parts and it's 6 days,
but then again,
full 180. I don't know. I'm fully justified. If I'm waiting on one part, a day feels like too long. Remember when the AC went out? Woo, AC went out. Okay, we were in the print shop. Heat presses at 300 to 400 degrees. It was toasty. We needed parts for that, and it was going to be 4 days to get shipped from about 3 or 4 hours away, SoCal. I'm like, you know what? We just drive down there and pick that thing up. That seemed like a long wait. 6 days waiting for parts, depending on what part you need, especially if your business is struggling to get orders or get caught back up in production. Yeah, 6 days could be a long time. And if the print shop had the order and you're only 3 hours away, I would say, why'd you wait 6 days? If you're 3 hours away and you really needed it, I would still leave a bad review, but I'd probably reach out to them and be like, I'll just come pick it up. You have the parts there? I'm on my way. Depending on what that was, I might have done a little bit more. And as a customer, you shouldn't have to go out of your way to get what you order. It shouldn't be like that. But if I'm running a print shop and I need parts, I'm gonna do whatever I can
to get that
to
part
not
as
have a
possible.
6-day wait time for my customers. I'm gonna get that part, or I'm gonna make one out of bubble gum and popsicle sticks. So thanks for stopping by our shop again. Hopefully you like the content that you're getting. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Hit us up on our socials. Leave a comment below if you want to see more content like this, or if there was something that you found interesting in those reviews, or if you want to see videos on something else.
Or if
let
you want
us
to
know.
see me just sit here, bob my head a little bit more.
Yeah,
Hey.
he'll do it. He'll do it for 24
I'll do it.
hours.
I'll do it.
You don't think he'll do it? He'll
I'll
do
do
it.
it.
He has nothing but time, unless he has to make shirts and hats and other things. Boom. All right, guys. Thank you so much for the love. We appreciate you. If you guys are already subscribers, thank you for returning. Thank you so much. If you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? We put out awesome content several times a week, and if it's not right here in our recording studio, it's in our print shop that we have in our home. So let us know what we could do for you, custom apparel wise or advice wise, whatever it is. Reach out. Thank you so much for love, and we will catch you in the next one.